What is up, guys? It is Radio DJs React. I'm Tyler. This is Mo.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And we got a new Foo Fighters. The first single since the death of Taylor Hawkins, and I'm going to assume that this does not have Taylor Hawkins on drums, like this wasn't recorded before his death, and then this is about Taylor Hawkins. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
here.
we did a little bit of research, but we weren't able to really find a clear answer really quickly before hitting record. But they have a new album June 2nd called But Here We Are. So this is awesome. Foo Fighters have been a classic band for a really long time. This is one of those that even before I was a rock person, I had heard the name Foo Fighters. I didn't really know what they were, but I had heard that name, and then ever since I got into rock, Foo Fighters definitely one of those top-notch bands that I feel like a little bit of everybody likes something from Foo Fighters.
Well, I mean, Dave Grohl's so iconic. He was the drummer for Nirvana, and then right after Kurt Cobain died, he started this band and came out with just a slew of hits. And they've been a staple since, like 96, 97, and they just anything they touch turns into gold. So this is their new one, Foo Fighters Rescue. Again, like Mo said, new album, But Here We Are, available June 2nd. And they just released this one here on Wednesday, April 19th, and we're going to check it out now. Here we go. Kind of playing a little bit on it was like crescendoing up, and I thought it was just going to go harder or something, right there, but then he just came back down,
brought it back down.
And you kind of sit here and think, this is definitely going to be like a ballad, if you think it's about Taylor. And then that kind of threw me off guard, is what I'm trying to say. Is like, is this going to go into something like really rock, or because they're capable of doing anything? Because they've done some nice slower tempo type songs, and then like Learn to Fly, I think, is kind of a slower tempo, especially the acoustic part. That's a really good. That's a really good song. Yeah. But anyways, let's get back to it. Yeah, that was dope right there.
Yeah, that's good.
I like how he tied it in. Yeah, because it seemed like he was asking a bunch of questions, and then when he came back down, let me go back to the lyrics here real quick. Because he's asking, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Is this happening now? Are you feeling what I'm feeling? This is happening now." Instead of a question, he's saying, "This is," and the kings and queens and in-betweens, we all deserve the right. I'm just waiting to be rescued. And I think that line, "I'm just waiting to be rescued," it resonates with a lot of people, because at times when we're in despair, we want someone there.
To be there. Yes. 100%. I think, when you think about, if you got a chance to watch, right, the memorial that they did for Taylor Hawkins, it was extremely emotional.
Right.
And I think so. I'm willing to bet that this won't be the only song that, even if it doesn't come off extremely emotional, lyric wise, and the feeling you get that they were probably feeling in the studio will come off very emotional. So, I mean, even with this song seems really upbeat and nice, but like I said at the very beginning, it kind of sounded like a memorial type of song. But if you look at the words, and this definitely seems like it's dedicated to someone or something. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of people, like you said, that do feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, just and there's that old adage too of, no one's coming to save you. It's like that motivational saying, But sometimes we as humans, when we're in our deepest parts of our brain, because albeit just something at work or like what Dave's going through, lost a really good friend, bandmate for a number of years. And you go through things, and sometimes you just need people
to be rescued.
Yeah, need to be rescued, or people around you. I mean, I think that's kind of a metaphor for that. You know what I mean? But you think about Dave and his entire life. He's gone through Kurt Cobain when he's on top of the world, right, with Nirvana, and then he commits suicide, and then you got Taylor. I know he was around longer with Foo Fighters than Kurt Cobain if you were to compare.
Right.
But still, it happened to him again. It's like, poor dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that.
He's gone through these things. And so this song could be just like a meaning for his entire life. I'm not sure if he wrote it by himself or the whole band wrote it. We did not do that research, but I'm assuming that he had a major part in this. So let's keep it going. So far, so good. Oh, I like that line. It's over my shoulder, like the devil is over your shoulder, like the demon is over your shoulder, because you're falling in a trap. And like if you go into a dark place, it's easy to be in a dark place because you're listening to that voice that's like the devil, the good guy and the bad guy. Kind of. That's.
I don't know if that's what I got from that, but I mean, it could. That's a good point.
But I'm like thinking about it because he's saying I fell in a trap. It's coming on fast. And what else?
My heart's getting colder.
Yeah, my heart's getting colder. So
it's over my shoulder.
So it's kind of like playing along the fact that like it's super easy to be negative, especially if something's happened to you.
He's kind of in despair, in a depressive state.
Yes, exactly.
It's getting colder. It's coming on fast. It's over my shoulder. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Is this happening now? Are you feeling what I'm feeling? This is happening now. We're all free to some degree to dance under the lights. I'm just waiting to be rescued, bring me back to life. Kings and queens and in-betweens, we all deserve a right. I'm just waiting to be rescued. I'm just waiting to be rescued. We're all just waiting to be rescued tonight.
Oh yeah, I like that snare roll right there.
Rescued tonight.
So they're skipping the slowdown portion here.
Rescue me tonight. Rescue me tonight.
So I don't know where they're going to go with this, but like it sounds like they're about to go into something a little bit more upbeat. It sounds like.
I think they're going to go back down after this.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of the climax of the upbeat part of the song, and I think it's gonna.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna slow back down and focus more on the lyrics.
There's a couple things I was thinking about when I was reading the lyrics and hearing the drums, because I was focusing on the drums, even though it may or may not be Taylor on the drums. I'm gonna guess 90%. I would bet that it's not right. And hearing that snare roll, you know, there's one defining moment that I think about Taylor Hawkins, and it is, I believe it's Everlong? Yeah, Everlong, where they had that, like, he says everything's gonna, gosh, I'm trying to remember the damn lyrics.
Yeah, it's hard to remember the lyrics when you're listening to something else. I can't think of the lyrics to Everlong, Learn to Fly,
but he does,
Monkey Rent. I can't think of the lyrics to any of them right now.
He does some sort of snare roll, and it's like,
oh,
you know what I'm
I know it's yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So that like snare, while he's doing that snare, I immediately thought of that song because I always thought that was just an awesome beat that he did, or roll, or whatever you would call it. I'm not a good drummer. You
got way more knowledge than I do.
But so I thought about that, and also the other thing I was thinking about too. Like, could you imagine the pressure if like one of your boys goes down, you know, and you want to write a song in memory, and you really want to do it justice, like you know, I'm sure he listened to this song and nitpicked it and all
a million times before they released it. See, now my thing is, so with the new album being June 2nd, and they're already putting out singles, right? Yeah. Some of the music on the album has got to feature Taylor. I just don't think there's been enough time for them to do an entire project.
When did Taylor pass? It was just recently, wasn't it? Like,
it seems like it hasn't been a full year.
March. I mean,
no, it's been over a year.
It's been a year, dude. Time flies, bro.
Holy crap! It's been over a year.
That's nuts. So this is probably not Taylor.
This is probably not I didn't realize it. Why does it only feel like it's been like 6 months?
I don't know, man. All right, let's see what this big old crescendo does.
I'm thinking it's going down.
Man, I hope it goes up. I think
it's going to come back down and focus more, and slow down and focus more on the lyrics.
You're usually right on this, and it's got about a minute 19 left. Here we go. Son of a bitch.
Told you.
I like how they switched up when they came back down, though. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Beautiful. Everything's crescendoing right now.
Okay, so kind of we were both a little bit right.
But that's classic Foo Fighters, man. That's the most Foo Fighters song I've heard in a good bit. I know they put out some music, you know, the past couple of years, or their past couple of albums, or whatever. You know, and I would be the first to admit that I would be lying if I said I vibed with the last couple of records. This one, I think to be factual here, this song I've connected to more so than any other song up till 2017. The song Run, like hearing this going, that's Foo Fighters. You know what I mean? And you know,
even more than the things from like their most popular, their highest points.
I'm saying 2017 to 2023.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I probably didn't explain that right.
Yeah, you meant since 2017.
Yes, since 2017.
Okay, I was like, up to it. Wait a minute.
Damn, dude. All right, I really like this song. We're gonna rate it 1 out of 10. And I hate to do this for this type of song because it's super emotional.
Yeah, me too.
Do you want to? Do you not want to?
I mean, I kind of feel like we're obligated to.
Yeah, I think we have to. All right, we're going to rate it 1 through 10. What would you guys rate this out of a Foo Fighters song? Take emotion out of it. Just really look at how it was made and everything. I mean,
yes, I'm going. That's the key, is to not think about the
reason why.
Overtone of Taylor.
Yes, you said it best there. Yeah, overtones. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a solid score. I'm gonna give it a 7.9.
Okay.
And the reason for 7.9 is there's so many 9s and 10s that Foo Fighters has made.
Yes, there are.
And this is not better than the 9s and 10s. However, I'm gonna give it a 7.9 without any emotion towards why he wrote this song. Just the classic guitars that are so Foo Fighters. You just know if you didn't have Dave Grohl screaming in the background, I would know that's Foo Fighters. And I love that they're sticking to that, and that's kind of what I meant before. And like the previous album, I didn't really feel that way.
Yeah,
but here I hear it, I'm like, yes, that's Foo Fighters. That I can hear on the radio and listen to and be like, Sometimes I feel like radio takes a song just because it's Foo Fighters or Metallica and plays it just because of the credibility.
I don't disagree there. Yeah. They're definitely sometimes get chosen. Some of the songs that get chosen for radio as the singles are like,
there's better songs.
There's got to be better songs.
Than that. Exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'll go 7.9. What you got?
I'm for once, which doesn't happen very often. I think I'm going to go slightly under you.
What?
But again, not that this is not a really good song.
Oh, it's a great
but
song.
But I'm doing my absolute best to just completely remove the emotion from, knowing what's behind everything with the passing of Taylor and everything. And I know it's weird because sometimes we say, okay, let's not talk about the other catalog. But then sometimes we think, okay, yes, let's think about the rest of the catalog.
But it's so true.
And in your case, like you said, there's so many. I mean, gosh, dude, the list is miles long of how much great Foo Fighters music there is. And so if I'm just putting this up, when I think of songs that I really like by the Foo Fighters, where would I put this? I'm going to go about 7.7.
Yeah.
I'm going to go about 7.7.
It's an above average song for sure. Anytime we go over 7, it's above average. It's not exceptional, but it's definitely above average. And because if you let's count, let's think of what's over an 8 right now. Learn to Fly is an easy one. Everlong's a damn almost 10. Just that song alone. I mean, Monkey Wrench.
I was about to say Monkey Wrench goes up there for me. What else?
Times like
Pretender.
These, Pretender.
Times like these, bro.
They got so many
songs. Yes, I just can't.
We're running
rightfully put this above some of those.
We're running into that same issue we had with Metallica.
Yes,
you're like, there's so many damn songs. If you rate the new Metallica a 9, then what are you putting Enter Sandman? You know what I mean? What are you putting Ride the Lightning or
Master of Puppets,
Seek and Destroy?
Like
I mean, all of those songs. So it's the same case for Foo Fighters. Hell of a song, love it. Can't wait for the new album.
I'm very much looking forward to the new album. I really like. I feel like I put Foo Fighters and like Chili Peppers in this. They both kind of go neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
With bands that are. It may be how I'm just explaining this is wrong, but in my mind, I put them in a similar category, right? Like for instance, if I'm playing at the bar on the weekend, if I'm going to go, Foo Fighters, then I'm probably going to play some, I'm going to play some Chili Peppers. I might play some Soundgarden. I might play some, stuff like that. But like Chili Peppers when they drop new music, it's like, damn, is this as good as others, and that's the same with Foo Fighters. Like for instance, I know we weren't doing this when it came out, but when Black Summer came out, I texted you and I was like, dude, Chili Peppers dropped a banger.
Yeah.
And I freaking love that song.
And it's great when older bands drop bangers because that like they're in a different place than they were when they first made their, first, second, and third album. And especially if they're 20 years into it. I mean, they're well into 20 years now. I mean, 30 years. So it's crazy to think that you can do as good of a job as you did when you were so hungry and you were so...
You're going hungry.
I'm hungry, yeah. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. I mean, just the overall meaning of this song, just think about Dave, and what he's gone through. It's just, it's crazy, man. I can't wait for this album. June 2nd again. It's called But Here We Are.
I wonder what's the story behind that name.
I don't know.
I would love to hear Dave. And that's another thing that's so great about Dave Grohl is when he does interviews and stuff like that, bro, he's just so candid. He's just very open. And he'll talk about personal things and relationships that he has with other artists and the reasons why they do certain things, and I love seeing that. I also really loved when they brought Dave Chappelle out and they did Creep.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, it was really good.
Yeah, I mean it's and I thought you were gonna go with when you were talking about Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters, like what the Foo Fighters and Chili Peppers are to just music overall. Like I think about this a lot. We review like younger artists, and like these bands have staying power.
Yes,
and we say that not lightly, because if you think, let's look at Jimi Hendrix. He's put out a couple albums, right? And he passed away. His albums still have staying power. You can put All Along the Watchtower next to this song on the radio, and it sound...
And nobody's going to blink an eye.
Yeah, everybody's like, hell yeah, that song rocks, And these bands have staying power with their whole catalog, and I think that's why a lot of people gravitate towards them, because they're so damn good. But anyhow, we're radio DJs.
Yeah, sorry. We could have gone on forever with this, but
for sure.
We have other songs to review, so we're going to go ahead. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll get updated when we drop new videos. And we'll be seeing you again soon.